Grade 3 handicap chase up next at Cheltenham. There's Happy Diva, daughter of King's Theatre, going down under Richard Patrick, who claims 3 for Kerry Lee. Acting Lass and Give Me a Copper do not go here. Acting Lass was in your paper. Number 2, and add number 3 for Paul Nicholls, who's just had another winner up at Exeter in the form of a greener team, adding to Cliffs of Dover today. Paul Nicholls in very, very good form at the moment, absolutely flying. His last 14 runners, one has fallen, the others haven't been out the first 2. ASO is 7-2 here, Divine Spear is 4-1, Born Survivor 5-1, Dustin Des Mottes 5-1, it's 6-1 and bigger the rest.
Welcome back to Cheltenham. The most valuable race on the New Year's Day card here is £75,000 Grade 3 contest. Jonathan Neeson alongside me, 7-2 the field. Jonathan with the Venetia Williams trained top weight, vying for favouritism with Divine Spear, also having been emphatic in his success at Newbury last time.
Beautifully put. Vying for favouritism. Yeah, back from a year off and thundered around Newbury, making all the running, made light of a mark of 150, and now he's got to try and make light of a mark of 158, which might not be beyond him, given, go back to a couple of years when he was 3rd in the Ryanair. He's a classy individual.
Will his chance be determined, to a large extent, by whether he can boss this race from the front?
It might be. I mean, he certainly got his own way. Well, he made sure he got his own way at Newbury. Foxtail Hill looks as if he's going to adopt the far more prominent position today on the far side than he did in the Caspian Caviar, where, not surprisingly, he didn't run to his best. He might be the outsider of the field, but I think he might run a lot better. At least that's what I'm hoping.
Good. Divine Spear.
Yeah.
A little bit of an unknown quantity.
To a certain extent, he's got a good record fresh, so that shouldn't matter. But we obviously haven't seen him for a long time. And again, he was made a lot of the running when he won at Ascot just over a year ago. Remains a horse of potential who we just have to wait and see.
And a day of mixed fortunes for the champion trainer so far at Cheltenham. Born Survivor, a 9-2 chance. I'm guessing in an ordinary winter we probably wouldn't have been seeing him at Cheltenham on New Year's Day, but this hasn't been so far an ordinary winter, and the ground nowhere near as soft as it normally is at this time of year. He rocks up.
He does. Now, after he won it Wetherby in really good style, I mean, he's sort of quite surprised me how well he's done as a chaser. They mentioned the Bet Victor, the Sefton at Aintree. But apparently they're working back from the Topham. That's what they're aiming for, and the way he jumped around Wetherby, obviously different fences, was really quite spectacular. I think a couple of months off is no bad thing with him either.
What about the chances of Dustin Des Mottes for Richard Newland, who gets in off a featherweight here?
He does, and anyone who saw the Ascot race where he was jumping out to his left and hence got beaten would say, well, going this way round will suit him a treat, and it probably will. I thought that was a pretty ordinary race by Ascot standards, however.
Different conditions today for Ballyhill compared to when he won this race 12 months ago.
Yeah, but he's in form. Trouble with that is he's gone up £10 for winning at Aintree, and he's £11 higher than when winning this on heavy ground.
You might get 10 seconds on Happy Diva, an 8-1 chance.
Didn't have any joy any luck in the Bet Victor. Rather sums up the stable so far this season.
Yeah, it's been a frustratingly quiet time for Kerry Lee so far. Can it all change here in this Grade 3 contest? Let's find out in the company of Martin Harris.
Cheers, Stu. A runner's coming across from the cross-country course over the road crossing, Foxtail Hill. He's got rather warm, leading them in on the inside. Coming in. They're off. For the Grade 3, download the BetBright app handicap chase. 2.5 miles, 17 fences. Foxtail Hill and Born Survivor are the leaders, picking up at the first fence. Divine Spear over in third. ASO slightly inconvenienced at the first fence. Ballyhill out of trouble on the outside. And then Dustin Des Mottes and Happy Diva as Foxtail Hill led at the second, and Dustin Des Mottes clouted the second fence. Charlie Hammond had to sit tight as Foxtail Hill presses on, going to fence number 3, opening up a clear lead over Born Survivor, with Ballyhill out wide jumping third ahead of ASO. Divine Spear, Happy Diva and Dustin DeMott jumped the third fence much better than he did the previous one. So turning left-handed as they race down the hill, with Foxtail Hill and Jamie Bargery out in front by more than 3 lengths. Born Survivor and Harry Skelton giving chase. ASO has moved into third under Charlie Deutsch. Last year's winner Ballyhill relegated to 4th. The other 3 are virtually in line as Foxtail Hill leads them up the hill at fence number 4. Foxtail Hill spot on, 4 lengths clear of his nearest pursuer Born Survivor. ASO's a couple of lengths adrift in third, a length in advance of Ballyhill. As they reach fence number 5, Foxtail Hill came up outside the wings, all jumped it well. Divine Spear has dropped back to be last of the 7 as they journey on up towards fences 6 and 7. Foxtail Hill clear by 6 lengths now. Born Survivor giving chase ahead of ASO, Ballyhill, Happy Diva and Dustin DeMott. The leader just jinking left to put himself right at that fence. Divine Spear lacked fluency in the rear as they come up to what will be the last in a circuit's time. Foxtail Hill at the 7th with a 5-length break on Born Survivor, ASO upsides. Then Happy Diva progressing into 4th in front of Dustin DeMott. Ballyhill's rather lost his place, although he's as close to the leader as he probably ever has been. Divine Spear is just off the back of them as Foxtail Hill and Jamie Bargery takes his foot off the gas and allows the field to close up in behind. ASO takes advantage to come upsides as they prepare to swing down the side. Born Survivor now racing third in front of Happy Diva, and then Dustin DeMott on the inside, Ballyhill to the outer, and finally Divine Spear and ASO headed Foxtail Hill at fence number 8. The 9th is the water jump, taken just the once. Born Survivor chases the front pair as they head to it, then Dustin DeMott improving on the inside of Happy Diva. Out wide of those is Ballyhill, and 3 lengths off the back of them is Divine Spear as they head now to the first of the open ditches. This is fence number 10. ASO picked up in front. Foxtail Hill again had to shift left to put himself correct at the fence. Born Survivor is a close third. Then Happy Diva, Ballyhill and Dustin DeMott as they rise at fence number 11. Divine Spear struggling, 3 lengths off the back of them as they swing left-handed to head on to the ditch going up the hill. This is fence number 12. Charlie Deutsch and ASO in front of Foxtail Hill to the tune of 2 lengths, with Born Survivor jumping back up sides Foxtail Hill, then Ballyhill and Happy Diva. Dustin DeMott's now finding himself 3 lengths off the back of them and beginning to labour. Divine Spear is last of all as they jump the fence on the top of the hill, and the retreating Dustin DeMott didn't get high enough there. They've got 4 fences to cross. ASO is the leader. Born Survivor has regained second place with Happy Diva going past Foxtail Hill, and on the outside is Ballyhill. 5 with a live chance, jumping 4 out where Foxtail Hill made a mistake. Dustin DeMott makes a jumping error again, and along with Divine Spear is being left behind by the leading group, and ASO is pressing on as they come down the hill with 3 to jump. Divine Spear is being pulled up by Nico de Boinville. At the third from home, ASO rose in front. Happy Diva through on the inside of Born Survivor with Ballyhill on their outside, and this quartet have gone clear of Foxtail Hill, and finally Dustin DeMott. They're about to turn for home with 2 to jump, and ASO is still the leader and pressing on by more than 2 lengths. Last year's winner Ballyhill sets off in pursuit. Happy Diva's third. Born Survivor has weakened out of contention as they level up towards 2 from home. ASO from Ballyhill. ASO by 2 lengths to Happy Diva and Ballyhill, who lost out in the jumping stakes. 1 more fence to cross. ASO under 11 stone 12. Happy Diva with much less weight on her back, but 3 lengths to find going over the final fence. Ballyhill is plugging on in third. ASO for Charlie Deutsch and Venetia Williams with a 3-length lead, 100 yards to go. ASO's beginning to wander off a straight line. Happy Diva's not bridging the gap quickly enough though, and ASO goes on to defy top weight, beating Happy Diva into second. Ballyhill ran third, and they were clear of Born Survivor, Foxtail Hill and Dustin DeMott.
ASO wins again under Charlie Deutsch, defies an £8 rise for that Newbury win last time and wins under top weight. Handshakes from Sam Twiston-Davis and Charlie Deutsch, the Valley Hills rider, congratulating ASO's rider, and he has won that Grade 3 handicap chase. Next off is Fairy House,